Welcome back, everybody, to Mordor. Dawndeath has adopted yet another ugly orcish baby, a 27-year-old orcish baby, and we're going to accept. We're going to let that adoption happen because the Dark Lord knows that we do not have enough generals. Anyway, we're going to get the adopted son Mazag to hang with Nagzag in East Osgiliath because we do not want Uvatha getting jealous of Malvag. Amenarnan is in a riotous state, and our mustering hall has been damaged. It's not ours, actually. It's Gondorian by the looks of it, but we're going to repair it as best we can anyway, and try to fix it up a little bit. Anyway, we got Lunduff here, and shit. Okay, well, bye, Lunduff. I guess that's the... Oh, never mind. He survived, but just by the skin of his teeth. We've got a hunting lodge. Gondor, blah, blah, blah. We're fucking dirt poor. I don't know what the hell Dawndeath is doing, but he's kind of... he's nesting, really. He's just adopting as many orcish orphans as he can. I think, truthfully, below that dangerous, devilish exterior, he's actually just a soft, caramelly, gooey, kind of nice guy that doesn't want to see a single orcish child go hungry. But I sincerely doubt it. I mean, look at this guy. Anyway, we're trying to retrain as many units as we can, but by the looks of it, we need to clear out Ithilien a bit. We need to build an army and head south into Ithilien here because, shit, it is rife with Ithilien Rangers. Who would have thunk that Ithilien is just full of Ithilien Rangers? Anyway, I really need to perhaps recruit some units. Well, we'll recruit one unit because we can't afford really any more, and I think that's basically all we can do this turn. Oh, there we go. That's all we can do this turn, and that is just fine. Winter is upon us yet again, as we have made a bit of gold. We're gonna stockpile it for a bit, I think, until we can build something amazing. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll find out at any point. I totally forgot about Gornag and Lunmaz. So I shall rectify that right now by telling them to trot about. I know that Gornag here just found frickin' Isengard, and it was very loud and very in my face. It was very obvious. Oh shit, we've got a few Urukai here. Yes, it's what I want. Anyway, Gornag is going to continue faffing about in Rohan for the time being anyway, while Lunmaz makes his way back to Mordor via this path here, past Dunharrow and all that bullshit. I'm not entirely sure if we should head south through the heart of Gondor. It's probably not the best. I think Rohan is probably the weaker of the two. Having said that, though, it would be much easier to be ridden down by a man on a horse in Rohan. So let's hope that doesn't happen to our friend Lunmaz. Regardless, we can just replace him. It's not a huge deal. There's many orcs around. Okay. There's not much to do really anywhere. I was saying we should save up to build a nice big fat building, but I see we've already got wonderful barracks being built in Barad-dur, the most beautiful barracks in all the land, with jewels and other adornments on every doorway. That's a lie. It's actually just a big pile of shit. It's just a big fucking hunk of sticks. And I don't really think there's much we can build really anywhere else that's of use. Except for perhaps fairgrounds and stuff, but that is just really fucking expensive. Like a hunting lodge is 1,600 gold. We'll have to save up for some of that. And then we can start building up our armies even more. I think we can probably head to whatever this fortress is. I'm not entirely sure. We'll grab any unit, really. Scout unit. I don't have a scout unit. Oh, here we go. We'll send the scout unit north to see if we can actually find out what this fortress is. With any luck, it is not held by Gondor. Well, I can see the border here. It is not actually held by Gondor. So that's just fine. That's just fine. Maybe we can capture that one as well, but looking at it right now, it appears to be stone, and it may be a big pain in my butt to actually capture it. So we'll do our best, but we'll see. No promises. Alright, we're sending the scout north. Hopefully he doesn't get fucked by rangers as well, but I imagine that is not how it's going to go at all. Oh, Mount Doomington now has a hunting lodge. That's amazing. Mount Doomington making strides to be the world's leading tourist attraction. Those strides are not very successful, however, because Mordor is just a big pit of ash and lava and death and nightmares. So I don't see many men wanting to, you know, take their wives to such a location, but you never know, there's always a few weirdos. Holy shit, what is this? Theodred himself has ridden to the goddamn Black Gate. That is Theoden's son, perhaps? But anyway, he is just taking a... Oh, he's a giant, actually. Look at this. We're getting a nice cinematic look. He looks a lot like Theoden, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, he's just towering over the Black Gate as the Witch King stares right back into his own soul. And in actual fact, we could probably slaughter him with Grishnak and the Witch King right here, which would be very funny, considering we killed Faramir as well. How many important sons can we kill in one series in very dumb ways? It's looking to be about 2 for 2, actually, which is a lot more than I thought. Anyway, we may just end up doing that once I finish shuffling these orcs about and retraining. Let's see, what do we got in Barad-dur? 2 orc bands are ready to go. Right. That's not bad at all. That appears to be about all we can handle at the moment. Now, as I was saying, we could probably take out Theodred right now. And I think we're going to try it. Oh, wait, never mind. I completely forgot they are not actually at war with Rohan at the moment, but that's just fine. Theodred, you lucky bastard, you will live another day. Although I wouldn't really call walking through the Black Marshes living, it's more just subsisting. Anyway, next turn we'll see what this fortress is, and that's perhaps another target, considering we don't actually have a mission. So that might just be our own mission, not via the council or whatever the fuck it is. Alright, we've retrained and recruited a few units here. Very, very obvious. I mean, that is pretty much all we've been doing for the past, I don't know, billion years. There we got quite a few units here now. Things are looking up, guys. And gals. Things are looking up quite nicely. We're going to grab these 3 units and send them forth. And that's about it, really. There's not much else to do. Except for, my mistake, we can actually scout these 2 fortresses. Look at this. Henethanen, what are you? I feel like you have some interesting history that I'm totally not aware of, because look at you. You're like tucked away in this custom mountain model. I really want to know your secrets. And so I'll have to capture you within the next few turns. And to do that, I'm going to grab any fucking general, maybe. Maybe Mazag. We could give Mazag a chance. Maybe Mazag and Nagzag. There's an idea. But actually, I'm going to grab Laguth from Minas Morgul. Here he goes. And I will also grab Mazag. And there I will build an army. And most of these units are actually going to join right away. We got 4 raiders, 3 bands so far, but also 3 scouts. Look at that. And I might actually have this army kill some of these rangers first before they march on Henethanen, but I don't know, that seems like it's going to be a big pain in my butt, so I might not do that. Okay, we're going to send a scout back to Barad-dur any second. There we are. Okay. These units are fine in West Osgiliath. That is just fine. Okay, Lenmaz, where you at? Oh shit, there's Edoras yet again. This time much quieter. And Gornag. Gornag's having a hell of a time in Rohan. He is actually quite fond of horses and horse riding in general, so this is just like a walk in the park for him. Well, a very extended walk in the park. Look at this fucking place. It's just a big, giant plain. Well, it appears the Rohirrim are also interested in Henethanan, but we managed to head them off at the pass, so I may just have to do some of that, and hopefully that will prevent them from getting by and taking Henethanan. I'm going to have to try to siege the place. Well, I should have done it with this one unit, but I wasn't thinking. We're going to try to siege the place, and that will definitely lock down Henethanan, check, and mate. And there's nothing these Rohirrim can do about it. Amenornen is stagnant. There's no action going on. No one lives there. It is completely vacant, abandoned. And Lunduf, or Lunmaz, my mistake. There's so many Luns and Lags, it's just so fucking confusing. Okay, he is now pretty much relevant. He's on the verge of being back in the game, whereas Gornag is just, I don't know, he's fucking about up here. Just scouting around for the elves. There's not much else you can do up there other than annoy the elves, which is, you know, it's alright, it's fun. Okay, we've got 2 more units ready for action. Here they are. We are very nearly ready to take Henethanan, but it's going to be a few turns yet. West Osgiliath, of course, not much action there either. East Osgiliath, nothing at all. There's no action anywhere, guys. It's just a dead country. I mean, look at it. It's just fucking volcanoes and nothing. Volcanoes and weeds and corpses. Nothing happy. Nothing going on at all. Oh, except for the Rohirrim have now declared war on us. And they've got a hell of an opening move here. They're going to destroy this one unit completely, just like that. Yeah, we can do that. We can manage it. Okay. Alright, so the Rohirrim attacked, and these Gondorian fucks, it's Erebir once again, the pretty boy. He has come back to, I don't know, annoy Leguf. Basically, he's just come to be an asshole, and that's just fine. We're just going to have to counter his asshole move with our very own excellent grade A asshole move, and to do so, we need a few more units. We're going to actually look at our tickets, because I hadn't done it yet. Look at this. We are on the verge of fucking bankruptcy. Our queues are now stalled as a result. We've also failed this mission, which is not a surprise at all. It's pretty much exactly what I would predict would happen, since we don't actually have any ships to speak of. Okay, we've got a barracks now, which allows us to train these orc maulers and this Moranan guard, but you know what? We don't have any money. If I cancel this practice range, that might give us quite a bit. No, it didn't actually do anything. I don't know what I was thinking there. That didn't make any sense. Anyway, we've got our barracks. Minas Morgul has a hunting lodge. That is alright. That's just great. And Rohan has now declared war on us, which is not great at all. It kind of sucks in actual fact, but we might be able to alleviate the suckage just marginally by shuffling yet even more troops around to form a counterattack here, and actually perhaps Lunmaz can shed some light on the situation here. So it appears that Erebir has come right of Karandros here, and Nairdir is just, oh jeez, look at that face. That's a smug ass face, let me tell you. He's just chilling in Karandros, holding down the fort until Erebir returns, which I highly doubt will actually happen, because we'll probably kill him stone dead. Gornag, of course, just being a dick up here. That's about it. We're preparing Leguf and Mazag for battle here, but I'm not sure if it's going to go well. We'll send Uvatha himself to spearhead the battle, because we need grade A talent on this to counter the attack by both Gondor and Rohan, who have gone up and they are now attacking Henethanan, but we're going to take it as soon as they're done. We're just going to siege them up the butt. It'll be great. Alright, so we have a new mission to reinforce Durthang, which is this asshole of the universe right here. And we could probably send this unit just to appease that mission, because in reality we need a few units to head to the Black Gate, just in case some Rohirrim come and start poking around. And actually, we could probably attack Theodred now, but I might not. I'm just going to complete this army here and head north, because Erebor retreated back into Minas Tirith here, and there he is. So I'm going to camp. I don't know how Lunmaz is managing this, but he's sneaking by. He's chilling in the woods right here, and he's got a line of sight into Minas Tirith itself, which is just great. Let's see who's there's no one except for this lone Gondor spearman, just the lonesome man. It's not actually a unit, just one guy. So now we can actually see the Gondorians coming and going, etc. We've got Uvatha heading north to take this fucking fortress from, I presume the Rohirrim have taken it. But I'm not sure if I should kill Theodred or not. I'm really torn, just as I was torn as to whether I should kill Faramir or not. So in reality, I'm gonna kill him right now. Here we go. And no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna meet him in the open field. They've got a militia unit, and I assume a few other horsemen. And we've got Grishnak and his Uruks, and then also the Witch King of Angmar, and it's gonna go fantastically. Here we go. Here we go, this is our battlefield upon the hills of Mordor, somewhere near the Black Gate, although I don't see it anywhere. It sounds very much like the films during the, I don't know, Battle of the Black Gate, but anyway, the Rohirrim have taken position up on this hill, which is very annoying indeed. And what we're going to do is we're going to get Grishnak over hereabouts. There needs to be no tactics in this, it's 2 units on 2, I'm sure we can manage. And Terror of the Witch King, holy shit, he's got his very own special wiping? What? That is definitely spelled wrong. But anyway, I was going to say, the Witch King has this very own special ability, which is interesting. Anyway, they're going to hill camp, which I guess is fair, but it's very noobish and annoying of them. I mean, fighting like bitches. Come out into the open field and fight me like a man, in the rain even. This day is very cinematic, and you are squandering it by camping this hill. There, Theodred. Speaking of Theodred, where is the bastard? Here he is. You've met your maker, sir. You made a huge mistake by camping upon the hills of the Black Gate, when in reality you should have been stomping around in Rohan. I don't know what the hell you're doing here, buddy, but you seriously fucked up. Okay, we're going to see if we can get the Witch King into a flanking position. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we're going to try. Can he actually just gallop up that fucking mountain? Okay, apparently he can. Grishnak is going to try to get into the battle as soon as possible, so he's actually relevant. But I'm not sure whether it's going to happen or not. But we've got the Witch King mounting and mantling this fucking mountain like a son of a bitch, and we're gonna crest this hill and absolutely dominate the road. Oh shit. We may have overextended a little bit, and Grishnak is now in danger of being wiped from the face of the earth, which truthfully isn't a huge deal because he is fucking ugly, and if I remember correctly, he is not nice to his kinsmen at all. I saw him call his brother an asshole one day, and that's just not how brothers talk to one another, in my humble opinion. Anyway, we're gonna start charging, and we're gonna do some Witch King bullshit with, oh my fucking ears, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna try to peel away and see if we can do some damage to Theodred here, because we're probably not gonna do much to this militia. Oh shit, as I say that, Rohirrim have gone flying. Very good timing on the... Oh shit, Grishnak has pretty much been dominated. And it's not looking good for good old Grishnak. I use the term good old Grishnak in, you know, a kind of loose way, just to make him feel a little bit better, but we're going to try to take down Theodred here. It's going alright. They're falling ever so slowly. Once Theodred falls, I imagine this militia unit will just rout and flee and pick berries out in the wilderness, whatever the hell routing Rohirrim do. This is probably just going to go on forever. Okay, so there's, I don't know, only 20 of them left. And we've actually lost quite a few Black Numenor. Like, oh shit! Wow, okay, so apparently the Witch King has fallen to the hands of... Oh, shit. Apparently the Witch King was killed by a lowly peasant of Rohan whilst trying to slay Theodred, which is very ironic. Very ironic indeed. For some reason, he thought he could best all these militiamen by himself, which is very foolish, of course, because only Dawndeath can manage a feat like that. I guess the Witch King here was very confused. Anyway, that kind of blows, because the Witch King was actually our faction leader, and I'm not sure how the Nazgul actually work in this mod. Do they come back from the dead? Are they dead for good? I'm not sure. But anyway, Grishnak here is going to try to destroy this militia, whilst the remnants of the Witch King's bodyguard tries to take out Theodred here. There we go. The final charge. Theodred, here he is. There we go. He has... Oh, no, fuck! Shit. Even Grishnak has fallen, and this is not going well for us at all. This has gone completely... This is a complete 180 from what I thought was going to happen here. I seriously misjudged the strength... Theodred. I was going to say, if he lived through this battle, I would be very upset. But anyway, we're going to charge into the backs of these militiamen in hopes that they break, because this battle is all sorts of fucked up, and I'd like it to end any minute. Here we go. We're going to do one final charge, or, you know, one of a series of charges anyway, because it's not going to end here, I don't think. Okay, look at that. We've actually we've won the battle, just barely. But is it truly winning if both our generals have died, especially the Witch King? I don't know. Here we go. We're going to end the battle. Oh, shit. Look at that. That's the Battle of Udun. And that's just great. Yeah, so that's that. Alright. Captain Muzuk is the man of the hour, and we're actually going to accept. Adoption is not completed. Okay. Apparently Grishnak and or the Witch King were going to adopt the man, but it ended up not to be. And the Black Gate is now left empty, and I can't select it. There we go. Alright, well that's very odd. So now Kamul the Easterling is our faction leader, which is slightly odd considering he is probably the most useless piece of shit in our entire faction. Dawndeath is very displeased. Look at his face. Shit. Okay, well, this has been another episode of our campaign as Mordor, and phew, what a doozy it has been. I don't really know where to go from here, because truthfully I was not expecting fucking the Witch King to die, in the least. I was really thinking that he would live to a ripe old age of, I don't know, 3 million, and die in his sleep. But no, he was slain on the fields of Udun right outside the Black Gate, and there he lay for eternity, because no one knows how to bury a fucking Nazgul. How do you do it? How do you do a funeral for a Nazgul? Anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm going to end it here, because I cannot top what has actually just happened. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next fucking episode, and hopefully it goes better.